All right, finally continuing. We're going to move on to the final topic of today's Thought of the Day podcast. Senator Ron Paul says fucking Fauci should be voluntarily removed for fear-mongering. And this is glorious because that asshole has been fucking retarded, and I don't understand how he's in charge of medicine right now. It's ridiculous. But anyway, let's get into this article because it's this topic puts a smile on my face because I think it should be done there. So what the hell is this? I don't want to like fit my budget or whatever. I want to read the damn article. So Ron Paul Fauci should be voluntarily removed from TV for fear-mongering. This is the Washington Examiner. Senator Ron Paul advocates that Dr. Anthony Fauci not be hosted on any television programs due to his fear-mongering and advice that isn't even matched by the science of his own institute. And I fucking absolutely agree, because it isn't matched by the science of his own institute. And he just keeps fucking saying random shit and contradicting himself, and he should be fucking removed. And it was like, here we go. Dr. Fauci should be involuntarily removed from TV because he says it's such a disservice in such fear-mongering, and almost all of what he says isn't even matched by the science of his own institute, Paul, who is also a doctor, said on Fox Business Tuesday. Paul's comments came after a question regarding Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer recommending against indoor dining or holding youth outdoor sports as the state's coronavirus cases ticked up. It doesn't obey the science. There is no scientific evidence the lockdowns in Michigan have done anything, or in California. In fact, the daily incidence of the disease in the last 2 months has been almost 1.5 times greater in California than it has been in Florida. The death rate is lower in Florida, so there is no real correlation between economic lockdown, mask mandates, any of this, he said. Here are Fauci's biggest flip-flops and backtracks. This is going to be good on the coronavirus and pandemic. It is a television malpractice for these TV doctors to come on and say the mask is so much more important than the vaccine. It is so much more of an immediate benefit. No, it is not. Most of the people who are getting the disease have been wearing masks. The vaccine works. Almost nobody that's been vaccinated has been hospitalized or died. Almost no one, Paul added. The Kentucky Republican has repeatedly sparred with okay. Last month, the two had heated exchange during the Senate hearing over coronavirus restrictions, with Paul accusing Fauci of performing theater by wearing 2 masks. If we're not spreading the infection, isn't it just theater? He asked Fauci during a Senate hearing. If you've had the vaccine and you're wearing 2 masks, isn't that theater? No, it is not. Here you go again with the theater, Fauci responded. They just argue back and forth. Government bureaucracy baggery. Let me just state for the record that masks are not a theater. Masks are protective, he added, which is supported by the CDC's defense guide. Paul also slammed Fauci as a left-wing advocate for elitism for his handling of guiding the nation during the pandemic. Fauci is busy wearing 3 masks, strutting around and getting books written about him, and everybody calling him the world's best doctor, when in reality all he is a TV pundit and really a left-wing advocate for elitism. Paul is just fucking roasting him. If Dr. Fauci wanted to save lives, he could be saving on his 4 trips to CNN each day. Is that you can have your life saved if you get the monocular antibodies before you get too sick. This Kennedy senator said proteins that mimic the immune system's ability to fight off viruses. But if you wait too long, they won't give them to you, and you won't go to the ventilator. And you'll go to the ventilator. Oh. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, but I agree. I agree with Senator Ron Paul. Dr. Fauci has flip-flopped too much. He's masks don't work, masks do work. Oh, I just didn't want you to have a mask because I wanted them to have a mask. Oh, so I fuck you. Like that, you don't have the right to say that. You should. Government officials should not be able to lie to people on television, period. If they're caught lying to people on television, it should be a capital crime. It should come with the death penalty. It should be crimes for government officials. The punishments have to be so egregious nobody fucking does it. That's how you keep the government in line. I'm just fucking saying. The punishments for fucking violating your office as a government official should be so egregious that nobody fucking does it. No, and right now the punishment for lying in government office is more time in government office. It needs to be tar and feathered, stoned to death, guillotine, firing squad, lethal injection. It needs to be the most it needs to have the most egregious punishment because it is the most egregious crime. It's a crime against humanity, violating your office as in a government official. It's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against your people. It's a crime against humanity. It should be treated as such. I'm just saying, like, the government should fear its people. People shouldn't fear its government. The government should fear its people. That's how the government stays in check. That's what the Second Amendment's for. That's why they keep restricting it and limiting it, because they don't want to fear you anymore. Well, too fucking bad. When you fear me, you kept in line. You kept to the letter of the Constitution. You held accountable. It's time for the government to fear us again. I don't know how we accomplish that, but it's time for the government to fear us again. Because if we can't accomplish that real quick, we're going to have to fight a war. We're going to, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're repeating the same, the path to these specific things are different, but we're repeating the same arguments that we had in the 1770s. During the American Revolution. Like, we're going to have more than a civil war. It's going to be a full-blown revolution. The country might not survive this. People are already talking about peaceful divorce. They already want succession. People are already drawing lines in the sand. They're counting heads. This is just where we're at. This is what the circus is in today's world. And we got to unfuck it quick. Or the world's going to unfuck us real fucking quick, because that's just how history works. That's how humanity works. That's just how it fucking works. The government is about to do something egregious because it's trying to come after fucking rights so hard-heartedly. Government doesn't come after rights unless it's going to do something fucking so egregious that it should be fucking shot in the face. I'm just fucking saying. But anyway, that's all we have for today. As always, I'm Doc Kimo, and this has been my thought of the day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!